Hello there! Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay, and today I've got a little bitty comic book haul for you. A little bit of a trade deal, actually. So, a few weeks back, I made a video of some Avengers comics that I admittedly really didn't care about. And one of my viewers, Brian from Mski361, I believe that's pronounced right, otherwise it's Mski. But my wife and I were talking about it, she's like, I like Mski better. So Mski361, Brian, saw some of the comics and he's like, boy, if you're not interested in keeping those, I would really love them. So I said, man, they're all yours. Just let me get around to shipping them to you. He said, in the meantime, I'm going to ship you some stuff as like a trade. And so I'm just going to show you guys what he sent me. I'm very thrilled about it. He has seen enough of my videos to know pretty much exactly what I'm into. And I think he did a fantastic job sending me some stuff. I hope he is pleased with what I have sent him. And that will be going out tomorrow. It's been a little hectic around here. I just had a bunch of shots in my spine. So, I'll get it there as soon as I can. But I am super thrilled with what he sent. And we're just going to start off. He sent me DC Superstars, Superboy, and the Legion of Superheroes. I love the Legion of Superheroes. It's one of the first DC books that I've really been sinking my teeth into, other than like Supergirl. One of the first ones that caught my attention that it really interested me. He sent me Transformers number 57. I absolutely love Marvel Transformers. Whether or not, it just doesn't matter. They just are fantastic. I love their covers. I love their art, the colors, everything. He sent me Dark Adventures number 2 from Darkline Comics. I have seen these all over from the kayfabers, so the fact that he sent me an issue of it is fantastic. I think I have issue 1, so to have issue 2 I am very pleased with. He knows I like some weird indie stuff, black and white stuff, so he sent me Stig's Inferno number 5, which just looks super bizarre. Very thrilled to have. And he sent me another Tales of the Legions of Superheroes, number 337. I absolutely love this cover. It gets +5 bonus cool factor for having a weird dragon monster on there. As always, you get a plus factor for that. That's always great stuff. Go check out his channel. So then he sent me New Gods, or the New Titans number 117, which I thought looked good. Wild Knights, the Shattered Earth Chronicles. I'm not positive if I have this, but I am all about Eternity Comics. I've been trying to pick up as many of them as I can. Most of them are black and white. All of them are, the art is amazing. There's stuff I've really been enjoying. The X-Mutants, especially, and this is like kind of the same series, but just a different title. He knows I love some cheesecake, so he sent me Last Shot number 3. Image title, beautiful manga style girl on there. It's exactly the kind of book that I would grab myself if I saw it somewhere. Xenoholics number 3. Just the fact that you have an alien mowing a crop circle into a lawn. He probably doesn't know it, but I watch more Ancient Aliens than virtually any other show. I'm not like a believer or anything in that whole theory, but I absolutely love the show, as I think most people do. We love to laugh at it and just, it's thought-provoking. But anyway, this just nails it. I absolutely love that. So the fact that he sent me that goes right in with some of my weird hobbies and other things that I like. He sent me a DC Vertigo, Garth Ennis, Operation Bollock. I am not positive what that says. I think it's Bollock. Not familiar with that, but the art looks interesting. He sent me a 1 of 3. He sent me another issue, a 1 of 3. It looks like another first issue from a miniseries from the same Rifle Brigade. He sent me the Titans number 2. The new Teen Titans number 9. Plus factor coolness for not only having like a kind of a painted cover, But you've got a giant dragon monster, and you've got Starfire on there, looking hot as hell. So, I mean, that's perfect. Perfect pick. Perfect comic pick. And here's another thing that is fantastic, is I absolutely love 80s cartoons and 80s action figures. And so he sent me Visionaries #1, which I absolutely is thrilled about. Visionaries #2. And I think I have 3, 4, I believe 5, but I'm not positive. Knowing my love for the bad girls scene, he sent me Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice #3, which looks great. Another issue of Transformers #56. Any Transformers. I love any Transformers. Let me tilt this just a little bit down. Impresses me about his videos is that he seems to have better comic book shops in his area than I do. The cheapest I can usually find a book in a comic book store, they're from the dollar bin, but I'm friends with the guy, so I can get like 75 cents an issue. And Brian here is finding books for 25 cents, 10 cents, quarter bins, 50-cent bins. You know, way better deals in his area than I'm getting around here. He sent me Destroyer Duck #7. I know I have a couple issues of Destroyer Duck. I don't believe I have this one, but that is an awesome cover. Very excited by that. Now I have a full run of Airboy, and I absolutely love anything from Eclipse, basically. So the fact that I already have this one means that this one is probably, as cool as it looks, this one's probably going to get pinned on my wall as a display piece, because that's how I like to do that with some of that stuff. This I had not heard of, but Star Hunters, first issue. This is probably one of my favorite covers that he sent. It's DC, which means I'm not familiar with it. You've got space monsters and laser blasters and space, and it's everything. That's everything you want in a comic book. So I am super jazzed by that. He sent me The Survivors first issue. This is New Spectrum Comics. Not familiar with this one, I don't think. Maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't. I'm not positive. So I'm gonna have to crack that one open and really check that one out. He sent me a beautiful issue of Ragman #2 and Ragman #3. And these are so DC from the era. Let me tilt this down just a little bit. Don't want to block his name out, but I want to get those in shot just because you got to see these covers. There we go. So those are fantastic. DC made some great stuff back then. I'm really impressed with. He sent me also Velvet. This is issue #1. It's an image. Looks like a Bad Girl type cover. And you know I love my Bad Girl comics, even though they are awful. They are still, I just absolutely love them. He got me something from Comax, Dragon Blade. This is probably an indie black and white book, which means, of course, I am interested. And you've already got blood on the cover, so you know it's going to be a mess inside. And then this is Entity Comics, Zen Intergalactic Ninja, #1. It looks like a combination of Bad Girl. It looks like a combination of 80s black and white. Of course, this is what I want. This is what comics are for. And that is the pile of books he sent me. I'm very thrilled with it. And I want to thank Brian very much for these. I hope he likes the books I'm sending. Dude, I hope they're good. And last but not least, if you haven't noticed, over here, I'm sure you have, is a picture of Invader Zim. And I just wanted to share this out there with you guys who can appreciate art. I work at a small local business. A fella, younger kid, early 20s, down on his luck, vagrant type looking kid, comes into the store, and he asked very politely, this was a couple weeks ago before all the quarantine stuff, he asked if we could charge his cell phone because he needs to make a call. He doesn't have a charger. His phone is dead. he needs to call somebody. And I'm like, no problem, man. I got a charger that will fit that. And so we plugged his phone in. And he's like, well, you know what? I'm just going to wait outside while you guys are charging it. I thank you so much. He trusted us, you know, and he sat out front. And when he came back in, he's like, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. If you would like, I drew this. And hands me this picture. And I said, oh my gosh, it's Invader Zim. And he's like, you actually know who that is? And I was like, hell yes, I do. I'm old. So, dude drew me this. I said, you know, you got to sign it. Thank you so much for signing it. I cannot read that, but it doesn't matter because, you know, when somebody draws art, I mean, this guy did this in like 10 minutes that we charged his phone. I really appreciate this kind of thing. And it's been sitting on top of my fridge for like 2 weeks, sitting up there. And I just wanted to share it, throw it in a video, tell that story because I thought that was cool. And it just reminds me that there's more geeks out there than maybe we think. And help a geek out. Anyway, that is my story. I appreciate all of this. You guys stay safe, but more importantly, stay free. I will catch you guys later. Bye.